Yeah. How do I know? Oh. Okay. I need to just click in and check everything. Oh my god, what the fuck? Why are you here, Katie? I literally just went live. I don't even know if anything's working. I thought that was a Wolfie emote for a second. I can't tell if I have a video streaming. So, I know I haven't streamed in like 2 years. But, this year, I have spent the entire year playing Animal Crossing every day for an hour and and recording it and then posting a minute or shorter clip, a summary of that hour to TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And then I figured I might as well stream the last hour and see if anybody wants to join the island and celebrate the year with me. And if not, I'll edit around it and still make it a video today. But I'm trying to go live on TikTok. I'm still figuring out the TikTok app. So I'm not sure if this is gonna work. I gotta find out now in a minute. As everything. Yes, you can join for a minute in a short time. I'm going to open the gates to the island. I have my island time set to 11:30. So in about half an hour, we will celebrate New Year's. And then whatever happens, happens. Oh my god, there are people joining. This is happening much quicker than I expected. Hello people, how's it going? I am still figuring this out, so if it's scuffed, I apologize. But yeah, today I'm probably gonna repeat myself a lot tonight. But you can hear me on my phone, but not Animal Crossing. There's no Animal Crossing game. There's a black screen on Twitch. My fault. Okay, let me. Is YouTube even? Okay, YouTube is really delayed. Let me go live. Okay, YouTube is. You can hear me on my phone. Okay, I can hear myself on YouTube. Is it a black screen on Twitch? Okay. Why is it a black screen on Twitch? How would I even fix that? Let me take a look real quick. I was like, oh, I'll go ahead. I'll go live like 10 minutes earlier than I want to and try and sort this out, and then just time gets away from you. How's it going? Oh yeah, we're opening the gates, so this madness will happen. What's my dodo code? Please tell me that. Oh, I said I want to open it to my friends, not open it to the dodo code. I'm dumb. Okay. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, the stream isn't working on Twitch for some reason. As far as I can tell, the stream is working on YouTube and TikTok. Hello, Casseroles. You're excited about the update? I am too. It kind of came at a great time and an awful time. Because I was just like 3/4 of the way through my year of playing Animal Crossing, and they were like, we're adding new content. And I was like, oh my god. Yeah, Twitch just isn't working. Why is Twitch not working? Let me open Restream and let's see if I can get Restream to do it. Because that's silly. Let me open up my island and then I'll figure out the Twitch issues. I think that's the best way to go about things. Let me do this first. Okay. I thought I knew what I was doing tonight. And then, okay, invite via Dodo. Oh, please, you don't need to tell me about it. I know it's the first time I've invited people with Dodo code on this island, but it's not my first island. Okay, let me open up a notepad. Let me write that down real quick. Ortiz62. Can people see that? No, that's really funny. That's really fun. Okay, hang on. 1 second. Let me add some text. Please, anybody on TikTok, tell me if that is visible to you. If you can see that. And then I'll post it up for YouTube as well. Why is Twitch dead? I don't understand this. Okay, the island is open. So yeah, we've been playing Animal Crossing for a year. Is it simulcasting, but it's one scene per platform? I have no idea. The preview image is working, so obviously I'm sending it something on there. Is there any way that I can like kill the stream and kill the stream to Twitch only with restream and then just have it like resend the info? Because I don't want to kill the whole stream. Oh my god, I'm getting gifts, thank you. I'll be honest, I don't know what they do on TikTok live. But yeah. Okay, let me explain again if this is your first time here. I've been playing Animal Crossing New Horizons since January 1st, 2024. I played 1 hour a day, every day for the year, and then I cut that hour down into shorts, and I posted them on YouTube Shorts, and I posted them to TikTok. I aimed to only ever have them be a minute long, and I thought tonight I'd set my clock forward, which you can't see on TikTok, but it currently says it's 11:38 p.m. So we're doing New Year's early. I thought it might be nice for everybody that's been following the series throughout the year, or if you only found it yesterday, you know, and you just wanted to enjoy it, take a look, see how things are going. I've opened the island so that anybody can join. The Dodo code is meant to make a weird bit of yeah, the stream works on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube channel, or TikTok. I don't know why it's not working on Twitch. I don't know how it works on Twitch. I could end the stream and restart it really quickly, and that might fix it. TikTok will still go. I need to add Dodo. That's what I need to do. This is. Maybe I should have set my time. I should have given myself like 40 minutes instead of half an hour for the new year. But yeah, New Year's is in 20 minutes. We'll have like a tour of the island if you can't make it. I'll also post the dream code in the comments when I post the video. If you can't make it, like if the island fills, does my dream code get seen? No, my dream address is not shown fully on TikTok. That's a little annoying, isn't it? Yeah, yes it is. Okay, hang on. Let me add text, because I need to tell. It's like barely legible up there, but we'll stick the Dodo code there. Is it gonna update? The Dodo code, I'll read it out just in case. 2RT62 if you want to join. Audio is louder than my voice. Okay, one moment, I will fix that. I think if I put it to about here. Oh wait, I might be playing multiple tracks of the audio. I haven't streamed in like 2 years, so forgive me when I absolutely fail this. It is an absolute shambles. But Okay, there we go. I spelled island wrong. Does not matter. I mean, I can start. If you wish to join the island, I've posted the Dodo code in text everywhere. I do not know why Twitch isn't working. I could, you know what, YouTube, I'm sorry. The stream is gonna die. And then we're just gonna hope and pray that everything just works. I don't know if that actually kicks everybody out of a stream. That would be really unfortunate. Did that make a new stream? Am I done? Am I done? Am I done? Am I dumb? I can't speak. Yeah, I just killed the stream for none. Fantastic. Thankfully, TikTok, smooth as butter. Absolutely nothing's going wrong with TikTok. I'm going to give an island tour. I figure I might as well give an island tour. That's the best way to go about it. I'll give an island tour right now while we're waiting. There's like 15 minutes until the New Year's. Hopefully, I'm not celebrating it on my own. The island should be open to people. If it's not, please tell me that I've made a massive mistake. Because that would be very, very funny if I made a massive mistake. Okay, everything seems to be working again. I hopefully didn't boot everybody from the live stream. That would be very, very funny on YouTube and Twitch. Look, I'm only going to be streaming for an hour, so we'll figure out Twitch. How is the sound on TikTok? If anybody wishes to let me know. But yeah, here we go. Here is my lovely welcome plaza that we did I can't talk. I'm like, we have our little glow stick. All right, perfect. We're ready. I'm ready. See, this is normally the stuff you cut out in post. You don't see this in the videos where I'm like just stumbling over my words while I'm trying to figure out what to say. So let's do a lovely little tour. So we walk in. This is our lovely welcome plaza. Now, I did not actually get to finish the island this year, which is like, I got it like, I want to say 85% complete, which is absolutely fine. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this beautiful. Now, we're instantly going to see an unfinished place, which is right here. This little spot here, absolutely unfinished. This little corner of the welcome plaza. But, all this is looking good. This is finished. This I'm happy with. Like, come on, this is nice stuff. This is really nice. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of my own work, I would say. Then we come out here into this little walkway, and as we head down, we get to this lovely little fishing beach. And this beach, I'm going to explain the lore of my island as well. This beach, this is a well-known fishing spot. This stuff is here like all year long. So there's like a little camping area, supplies that people leave around, because you're going to be fishing there all day. So there's like pretty much a setup for fishing, places to dry out your fish. There's some rods left out, toolbox to help, little radio, tackle box, everything you need to sit down, have yourself a good day fishing. That was the intent of the area. I'm very happy with this little beachy area. This beach, no, this is the fishing spot. And we head up here. Now, I tried to decorate outside of every villager's house to match the inside of their house and the things that they like. So, here we have Zucker's house. And inside Zucker's house is a bit of a street market. So what I wanted to do was make the outside of... Oh, I can't go that way. That is a dead end. So, outside of Zucker's house, it's kind of like this little street market. He's got food going on. We can't really see... Oh, we can see it. There's a cash register there. There's a boba tea drink right here. There's some food here. The street light just looks nice. That's just how it is. Somebody got some nice ice cream. It's winter. So he's got everything you could need. Onion rings, frying pan, shaved ice. Any street food you could possibly want. With my big bag of cans. So, here it is. This is anything you want. Please tell me if this dodo code doesn't work. If anybody's actually tried it. If there's been like some kind of disconnect. Then as we continue on, there's just a bit more food back here. You can kind of just barely see it. The tree is in the way. Oh yeah, he smokes, like he does barbecue. Zucker does barbecue too, if that's what you feel like. He's got all possible foods that you could want covered. And then we head on here. Judy's house. Judy, I'm pretty happy. Actually, can we talk? Oh, Judy's here. Can we talk to her? I don't know what anybody's going to say to me on New Year's Eve. It is a bit odd. She's dressed up. So, inside Judy's house, it's nice. Cute, toy, playful stuff. So I was like, right, I want to decorate the outside to kind of match that. The colors inside, I kind of took the main colors to be like pink, purple, blue. So, or no, purple and blue. I don't know where I got, pink and blue. I don't know where I got purple from. But here we go. So outside is just a lot of blue and pink stuff. And they're all toys to match her toy, like aesthetic. I was pretty happy with that. I really liked the, can we get, I actually cannot get closer to it. Let me get the vaulting pole out so we can get a better visual of this for the vertical feed. I really like this, the egg day tree. That I think that works really nicely at the back of the house as well. I mean, look, Doc's house. Doc's house is pretty simple. He's just an old man that likes reading and stuff, so he gets a very simple. Doc is blue. It's the most simple house, but I think might be my favorite. Now I could be biased because I think Doc might be my favorite villager. So might be ever so slightly biased on the decoration of that. Then we come out here. Look at this lovely little communal area for everybody. I need to add more trees to the island, but I feel like trees obscure the view of everything. So I don't like placing trees. So it's a real it's a real catch-22 because I want to add some trees, but they don't quite work. Then we have down here, we have Rold's house. He's a frozen penguin. He's a penguin. He's not frozen. I don't know why I called him frozen. But he's a penguin. He likes the cold. He likes exercising. So here we have a nice ice bar and an iced protein drink. You know, he's got his exercise equipment outside. Exercise bike. Bada bing. Rold's house. Easy peasy. Beautiful. He's also got some footballs back here that you can kind of barely see. Look at that. Beautifully done. Very happy. Some water for everybody. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Head back here to Dora's house, tucked away. Very nice. Nice little well. Dora. I don't know Dora that well. I didn't get to talk to her that much. She joined the island towards the end of the year, right? So I don't actually know her personality that well. So I was kind of looking it up. And inside her house is all very Japanesey stuff. And her Happy Home Paradise DLC house, she wants it to be like a garden. So she wants to be a bit of a gardener. So I combined both of those. So there's like this little like gardeny area. She's got a well. She's got some plants that are starting to grow. You know, she got some what are these called? Starters? Dora, I hardly know her. Then you come back here and into the very Japanesey garden, much like how the rest of her house is, full of like bamboo and tatami and stuff like that. It looks like somebody's coming to the island. If you want to, the code is there. The code works if you want to explore the island yourself and join for the New Year celebration, which is happening much quicker than I expected it to. In 8 minutes. That is ridiculous. Oh, I never did my passport. Oh, I have to do that. I never changed my passport from the start of the year. So actually, that's going to be the last thing we do before I end stream tonight, which will be customizing my passport. I think that would be a very good idea. Because that's still the basic default photo. I am a little bit sad that the 2.0 update, not 2.0, 3.0 update isn't until the new year, because the Switch 2 upgrade like lets more people join the island. And I was like, that would have been so good to have it for New Year's Eve. It's really unfortunate that it doesn't come out until after New Year's Eve. That is a bit of a shame. Oh, I see. I have the Dodo code up twice. Whoopsie. If I shrink that down and move it to like here. Oh yeah, perfecto. But yeah, I'm really sad about that, because then more people could have joined. So then we go up here and we have Sprocket's house. And I'm very happy with Sprocket. He's I realize I have a lot of jocks on my island, which is like I didn't mean it to happen, but I did. So, you know, Sprocket, he's a robot ostrich and he loves music. So I gave him an absolutely, like, he just have a metal session directly outside his house. His name is also like Rocket. So he has a little rocket out the back there. And this cool chair that I was just like, yeah, this fits. And I really like that when you sit in it, it like starts to do a zap connector over the head. It's really nice. Here we have Love Heart Lake, which I can't show very well. Oh, there we go. You can barely see it on the vertical feed for TikTok. Let's see if we can get it better on the map. No, because I'm standing directly where it is. So the big orange marker for me is... Oh no, I'm stuck. Okay, we're out. Then we have Vic's house over here. So we've got some pirate treasure. And you kind of get trapped. If you try and come to this pirate's treasure, you're kind of just trapped here. It's a bit of a pirate's curse that you can pseudo easily get out of. So Vic, he's a Viking pirate. Like, that's like his whole thing. I think he's a jock as well. I have so many jocks on my island. It is a bit ridiculous because I only picked people that I was like, yeah, I like the look of you. He's got his treasure map here. He is still unable to find the treasure by Heart Lake, but you know, Vic's got a good heart, so we just don't break it to him really. Then we head down a bit further to Tangy's house. Now Tangy, she just likes oranges, so this is pretty easy. Her house is just covered in orange plants, except for this white flower that has just appeared out of nowhere that I didn't know was there. But just her house is all orange and green, so that's it. That's everything she gets. Very easy to decorate. We come down here on the cliffside and we have like a little greenhousey area where people are just like starting out. Some little greenhouses. This is a communal villager thing that they can do. Now, this cliffside could be decorated, so you could say that this is one of the undecorated spots of the island. Maybe. Once you get your villagers to unionize. Oh, God. Well, look, I won't have to worry about it too much. I won't be playing that much longer. Now, I say that. I do know what I'm going to do next year. I will be taking a break on the new year, so come tomorrow, there won't be another episode. However, once the update comes out, I will go back and do an hour of Animal Crossing and play out like all the new content of the update. So however long that takes me to finish, and then that'll kind of be the wrap up. And then I do have a plan for another series in the new year, which I'll talk about in a bit. What time is it? Okay, we got 6 minutes. I think we have enough time to tour more of the island before, and then we can then we can tour more of the island, later, after the New Year's countdown. Now, do I remember how to do emotes? Because I always press the one that makes me take them off the bar. Which is very, very funny. Oh yeah, there's even more houses here. So this is Roswell's house. Roswell is the only villager that I actually decorated inside the house of with the Happy Home Paradise DLC. I never got around to decorating anyone else's house, but I made his an archaeological dig site because he likes, fossils and aliens and stuff. And I kind of left out the alien part of his whole deal and just went more for fossils. But look, creative vision, I'm really happy with how his house turned out too. I wish I'd planned a bit better, or just made more time to do other villagers' houses, because a lot, when you look at a villager's house, you're like, oh, no, it's perfect for their personality. But then when I made this, I was like, no, this house is really good. So I kind of wish I made a bit more time to decorate people's houses. But here, he's just it's an excavation site. He's digging up stuff, and he managed to find this massive head back here that he's excavated. And then it connects into Lucky's house. And Lucky, he's all about graveyards. So Lucky lives in this old, ruined, mossy area. Is what I gave for Lucky. There's a couple of bones around, scary cave with a big ancient warning tablet of hey, don't go in scary cave. Then it comes out here into the science area, which I kind of wish I had more sciencey things for. But this is the lab where we were crossbreeding plants, and there's not enough space to put all the plants in it, so it's a bit it's a bit lackluster in that. But over here, little diagnostic table. Then you head up back here. There's a little lunch area for all the workers. You can throw your food away. Careful of whatever that barrel of goop is. A nice little heater. And then these are the special flowers right here. Hang on, let me get the camera so you can see them properly. These are the special flowers right here, because I only ever managed to grow one of each of them in the entire year of trying to crossbreed flowers. So I wasn't able to use them in decorating. So yeah, it's one purple, blue, green, and black of, I don't remember the breeds of these flowers. Oh, whoops, I forgot to. How do I? Yeah, okay, and then. So, I put some flowers on the beach to stop them spreading. So yeah, this is unfinished. This whole beach here, it's unfinished. There's just flowers left here. But look, you can get a lot done in an hour a day in a year. There were some days where I meandered. I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do. So, that's just how it goes. Hello. Oh, wait, I put my thing away. This is the ooh. So here's an area I decorated in preparation for 3.0. This is the beach. So the hotel should be going on the dock here. And I was like, you know what you need to add? It's a beachfront resort. So this is all this area here. This is all lovely beachfront, all prepped and ready for when the hotel comes. All the hotel guests they're gonna want for nothing. Everything is gonna be ready here, and it's gonna be great. The one thing I do kind of wish I had was, I wonder if I'm gonna get a new recipe. Are we gonna get lucky? How much time is there left on the countdown? I think I need to sprint. Have I missed the countdown? It would be so funny if I missed the countdown. Well, is it too late? Is it too late? Is it too late? Okay, there's a minute left. All right. Okay. I didn't miss it. It would be so bad if I did. All right, I got party poppers ready. Oh my god, look at everybody. Long time no see. Okay, it's been like a week since we spoke. Oh my god, I'm genuinely can't believe I did this for a year. I'm actually a bit shocked at myself to actually be on day 365. It's actually mad. Like, the people that are joining, you're joining. Oh, I don't want to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm actually speechless. I genuinely don't know what to say. Like, okay, I know, depending on where you are in the world, it's not midnight yet, but look. I wouldn't be able to put out the video on day 365 if I did it at midnight. I would technically have missed today if I didn't fast forward just a teensy bit. Wish to grant you. Yeah. No, they keep standing in the way of me trying to do poppers. No, please. I want to pop the popper. Oh my god. Alright, we've somebody tell me what the good emotes are. What do I need to do right now? I don't need to obviously take a picture. No, that's not that. There we go. We did it. Oh, I wish these lasted forever. These are great. Well, that's it. Oh my god, that's mad. Okay. Oh my god, I never did my island flag. It's still the default flag. Hang on, look. It's still How did I not do my flag in the year? Oh my god, that's really funny. Oh, yeah, but we finished the museum. Hang on, wait, I don't want to leave. Everybody's partying here. I feel rude. You know what? Let's talk to everybody. I feel rude not talking to everybody. Happy New Year. Fireworks are pretty. More. Happy New Year. I'm going to push my body to its limits. See? A jock. Told you. So many jocks. We spoke to Tangy. We spoke to the door. We spoke to you. Nook, do you have anything for me? Happy New Year. Here's to another good one. Yep. Happy New Year. Oh. This is mad. This is mad. Sorry. I'm like, Happy New Year. Do I have that emote? How do I troll confetti? I do have it. You can't see because I'm behind the thing. I do have that emote. And then I'm just out of frame. Great. Oh. They're doing it. Oh my god. Alright, let's do... Sorry, Rold, you're blocking the way. If I can just go back to the tour. And then we'll go back and celebrate, you know? Where was I? Oh yeah, I was pretty much done with this. Yeah, so it was the beach, the resort beach. So we'll explain everything. You know what's funny? I really like the tricycle. Purely because for some reason they animate that the... oh, I can't move it because there's people here. But the front wheel rotates. And like the pedals rotate when you pull it. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. So then, let's see. We'll go this way. So up past Zucker's house, we go in here. No, actually, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way. I'm changing my mind. I'm flipping around with my ideas. Let me get my glow stick back out. So yes, here is So from the welcome plaza, you come in, you go left into the residential area, and then up here is the museum. So here's our lovely little walkway up to the museum, decorated with everything. And this exceptionally important piece, which is why it has the light up stand, our fossilized piece of poo. It is my most valued and treasured possession on my island, and it gets a place of prominence right outside the museum. Thank you for coming. You know, thank me for having you. But that's our very important piece of poo. And then inside the museum is every fossil, every bug, and every sea creature. Thank you for coming. So I'm pretty happy with that. No, I don't have any good emotes. I'm not quick on the emotes. I'm slow. I can't wave bye. So, I'm gonna slow down the tour for a minute because somebody's leaving the island. Oh, so I'm being proud of myself for a minute. So over here we have. I didn't know what to fully decorate my island with, but I had an idea that just spawned into my head, and I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to make a little race car track area. I don't know if you've ever played the game Yakuza Kiwami, but that's where the idea came from. I pretty much wanted to. You got a Fortnite now. Thank you for coming. Oh, but I wanted a little racetrack, so we head over here. Oh, look at this! Look at this banner! Look at that! Really shows. So you come over here, you register, fantastic, and here is the RC car racing area decked out. You can sit over here. There's vending machines for snacks and drinks. You can sit down, relax. There's speakers and everything to really get you in the action. Down here is the garage where they fix the RC cars. So there's everything you can need. Plus I needed like an area to make my own workbenches in the island, so I'm pretty happy with that. So we have our little workbench, you know, schematics, diagnostic tools, repair, everything you can need. Also a few extra items, like I needed somewhere to be able to change my clothes, so you know they just gotta get thrown in here as well. But that's like the little garage, and then up here past the little racing area, here's where the prizes are. So you know you got your trophies for first, second, and third, and then this is the redemption area where you can get like a bunch of race car kits, and then you can't see the other item, but there is another item there. I don't remember what it is. What is it? You know what? It's fine. Then you know you could gamble, spin the wheel, see if you're lucky, and win a prize. Then back here, we continue past as we head up, kind of more into the foresty area of the village, and then back here, there's a little like old abandoned bus route because this route isn't used anymore. So this is just like an old little bench that you can sit at, and then you know you've Red's Beach, where he shows up. So there's just a bunch of just kind of nefarious stuff he's dumped around. And then if we come back across this, since we're in the foresty area, this is heading into the campsite, which is like one of the first things we made on the island. Actually, the very first thing we made was the housing area. Then over here, you have the little campsite. And then you can't see it. You know, we have a bonfire, little rest area for you when you're camping, little radio, cooking area, you know. Oh, that was good firework. Then you come down, bit more camping stuff over here. There's like a witches gathering area, just like a bit of a more spooky, nefarious area when it's covered in snow and like Christmas lights. It's not very spooky, but it is much more spooky normally in the night. Does that mean after today no more animal streams every day? Yes, it does. I don't normally stream Animal Crossing. I'm doing it because it's the final day of the year. I've played every day since January 1st, 2025. And then that's the end of the series. My series is I wanted to play an hour a day every day for the year. But I will be coming back when 3.0 comes out. I'll be doing an hour a day of 3.0 until I feel like I've done all the content in 3.0. And then I do have another series planned for next year, which is tomorrow. Then we have more little camping area stuff here. So I do have plans. So Animal Crossing will stop, but I won't be stopping putting stuff out. But, well, Animal Crossing will be on a break for like 15 days or however long it is until the update comes out as well. Here's our lovely little camp area that we made throughout the year. Which, like, I try and show this stuff in the videos, but, like, setting my personal limit of, like, I don't want my videos to be longer than a minute when I cut them down. It's a little hard to try and fit everything in. So I have to try and fit in what I feel is the most important. Then we have our little Christmas area, which is going to remain here because I'm not continuing to decorate anymore. This is the permanent Christmas pictures. I'm not sure about all these. They do look nice right now, all this stuff back here, but I wasn't sure about them when I placed them initially. But I'm quite happy with how they turned out. So then we come back, we follow, then to the right of our lovely little welcome plaza. I'm really happy with the little welcome square. I think it's really, really nice. We walk through here into a little town cafe. So we have the town, like, clock. Town clock. Little seating area. You have a little cafe. Everything you need. Grinder, siphons, some veggie, espresso, take orders. There's food all around the place. Everything you need. And then it heads up here to High Street, as I like to call it, which, has a bunch of mushrooms around the place. But we come down, there's a little, like, now this was designed before I put the cafe in, so this bench here kind of feels a bit redundant. There's a little seating area over here, all the little stalls where we have Timmy and Tommy's and everything you could want. There's some deliveries out here that they haven't brought in yet. Somebody rode their bike to the shop. There's some gachapon machines here. Then we head up the back to the lovely Able Sisters shop. You can hang your umbrella, hang your coat before you go in. They have a little kimono out there that they're working on. Bird feeding area, a little just sit down, rest. I'm very happy with how this all turned out. Minute-long Fire Emblem videos is the ultimate challenge. Oh my god. I haven't played Fire Emblem since Tree Houses. And Tree Houses I played like 5 years after it came out. Yeah, here... Beautiful. This is our little town brain. Town cafe. Thank you, brain. Then, unfortunately, this beach isn't finished. But again, I said like about 80%, 85% of my island is done. The beaches technically don't need to be decorated. But it would be nice. But, I never had an idea for the beach. So... And I felt like it would be a bit redundant. Because I already have like the resort beach over by the dock. I didn't want to just make more beach. I wanted it to be something different. So this area is kind of blank. So, and here as well. So the town hall is here. Then we go to the right. Behind the town hall, there's nothing. So this is more of the unfinished area. I just had no ideas of what I wanted to do to decorate this whole area. Unfortunately, but look, it is what it is. So we didn't get this finished. Although I might have an idea. Like come 3.0, this might change. These unfinished areas may end up getting finished. But this leads to the farm that's out by my player house. I really like this. Hang on, let me get the camera out so we can get a better view of it. I really like the leaf is in the way. I really like the little shrine with all of the star fragments. I really like how this is. I think it's really, really nice. I'm really happy with just that little spot. Unfortunately, there's no way to really like get a nice photo with it where it is. But I really like how it looks. But this leads into our farm here, which is like an extension of where my player house is. So we have all our lovely wheat growing here. We got some green pumpkins. We head down. We've got the winnowing machine for the wheat. Got some white pumpkins. Heading over here, we got some sugar. And just this nice little flag. Like, just some stuff. That tree, that money tree I can't reach. So that money tree is just there forever. I could put a telescope on the beach for Celeste. I already have a stargazing area. I haven't got to it yet. So... that's the beach, or that's the farm, or that's the front half of the farm. Then back here we have this big tanker, and we go up into the quarry, and I really like the quarry. Now we spent like the first half of the year covering the island in litter. I threw every piece of, like, every item I had, I just threw on the floor to fill up spaces, because if you break a rock and there's no space on the floor, it will go to an empty space. That's summarizing it really, really quickly. There are ways to manipulate it that are even better. So I put pretty much a single item on every square grid of ground on my island, except for these 6 spaces to make the rocks form a circle. And then I had a miserable time cleaning up all the items I threw on the floor. But we have our little quarry here, which leads into this little logging area as well. Now, I have a bunch of cardboard cutouts of trees here because I was unable... There's not enough space on this cliff front to put trees down. So I had to use cardboard tree cutouts to tell my story. So this is a whole forest area. And look, it's very clearly been deforested. And I feel like there used to be a chainsaw here. Where'd my chainsaw go? I might have picked it up at some point and forgot to, like, put it back. There's a chance I picked it up accidentally. But then, so yeah, there's the quarry, there's the logging area. Here's the quarry. You got a bunch of mine carts, machines for quarrying out all the rocks, a cave where they're getting all the gold and stuff. So I'm really happy with how, like, this whole quarry area turned out. I think it's really good. Someone's on the loose with a chainsaw. Could have happened around Halloween. Who knows? But yeah, I definitely had a chainsaw here to tell the story of it being like a logging area, and I don't know what happened to the chainsaw. I must have accidentally picked it up at some point. Then we come back, we follow the farm to the front of the house. Oh, this area here. Oh, geez, I forgot about this. So this shouldn't be here. This I just forgot to clean up, and these. But yeah, this area, you know, this is another unfinished little plot of land. I'm stuck. There we go. A little random plot of land of stuff that I forgot about. Then we head over here, more of my farm, potatoes, you know, spuds, pumpkins, tomatoes, and then my little shrine to all my golden. These are all the first golden tools I made, so I don't use these. These just get their little shrine spot, and then I've made second sets of them. But these are the first golden tools I made, so they get like a little prominence. I wanted to put them on like pedestals, like display cases, but they don't fit on display cases, so it's really unfortunate. Oh yeah, we got some carrots here, tractor. Head up here, we got more pump. I can't climb the ladder. Climb the ladder. Thank you. We got some, you know, nice little windmill, pumpkins, big boy vine, which I thought just looked nice here. I don't have a story around it. It's on a farm. It's a giant vine. It kind of works. Then up here is the stargazing / kind of picnicky area. So, you know, you got your acoustic guitar, you got a nice pine tree, all the stuff you need for a picnic. You know, light the stargazing thing, so you can just stare off into the sky from the highest point in the village, and wish on shooting stars. I'm quite happy with the little stargazing area. And then you can kind of see over here the little cliff that's completely undecorated. So there's a whole stretch of land that I just never got to finish, that just goes along the top by the river there, which is a bit unfortunate. And then we take a look at the house. Now the house, I'm really happy with how my house turned out. So if you don't know, if you weren't here, and if you were here, you'll know this. I asked everybody in the comments to leave a suggestion of how to decorate the house, and I had people leave comments for an entire week, and then the comments with the most likes, or any comment that was left during that week, I added them all up. If they were like, if it was the same idea, you know, if it was pub or forest or the back rooms, any comment that said that had likes, I added up all the likes, and the comment with the most likes at the end of the week was how we decorated each room each time I cast the votes. So I'm really happy with these. I think these turned out way better than anything I could have thought of myself. So I'm very, very proud of them, and I really like the suggestions that we got. They were really good. What brand is the tractor? Let's get me an affiliation. Hang on, we'll step back out really quick. It is it if it's green, it's John Deere. If it's blue, it's green, it's John Deere. So, will we do it in order? Yeah, you know what? We'll do the rooms in order that I cast the vote. So even though you're going to see this room first, we're not going to talk about the middle room first, because this is the last room I did. So over here, this room on the left, this was the first room redecorated, and the vote was library. So I may have I interpreted it as a personal library, because I was like, they didn't specify if it was public or personal, and I was like, public library would be a bit complicated to make. So here is the personal library, and I'm very, very happy with it. I think it might be my favorite room. No, that's a lie. It's my second favorite room. I know what my favorite room is, and we'll get to it. That I made. I liked all the ideas that were given, and then it was my interpretation of every idea is how I went about them. But yeah, let's get a good view, because we can go into first person mode here. So I think this is really good. So yeah, over here you walk in, you got a nice little, because I wanted just like a personal reading room that was nice, quiet, contemplative, and fancy. I wanted it to be highbrow. So we have our record player, piles of books. We have all the posters from finishing the museum, because we're really highbrow here. We're intelligent people. So we have all those posters. I wish I was able to put the coffee cup on the chair, because I would have loved to have had the coffee cup on the chair beside me so that I could put my feet up. But is what it is. Then we have our nice grandfather clock, books, some exquisite works of art hanging up on the wall that you can't really see normally. More books on the wall. That is a wallpaper. That's an accent. More books. We have our happy home plaques, globe, wrapped up newspaper. I was like, what, the whole thing is just a vibe. And I'm like, this rug. I was like, this whole reading room, personal library. I was like, oh, this vibe is immaculate. And the little fireplace in the middle. Oh, the whole thing. I was like, it just came together so nicely. I'm very, very happy with this room. Even the light switches are like the right color wood. Just everything, just everything about this room just turned out really well. It was so easy to make. So that was the first room. It was personal library. Or library was the vote, but I made it personal library. Then over here to the right, this is the second room in the house that we decorated. And the comment that won was a traditional Japanese tea room. So I struggled with this one. Honestly, I actually had trouble with traditional Japanese tea room, because traditional Japanese tea rooms, I'm not Japanese. So that's, first of all, massive struggle just based off that. Based off that alone. Just the fact that I'm Irish and not Japanese instantly made this a very hard thing to do. But I looked up pictures and I kind of designed it based off of pictures of tea rooms, and it was just very empty. It was very empty and dull, and there was nothing in it. And I was like, oh, I'm not very happy with how this looks, because it's just so empty. So then I was like, you know what? I made it traditional as a baseline. What I'm going to do now is just make it look good and forego traditionalness. So this is pseudo-traditional from some of the photos I saw. They would have rocks or big plants inside. So I wanted to make a little area of nature. I wish on this wall here where the plants are, I could have made an accent wall that made it look like it was looking out into a nice lush garden or something. That would have been really nice, but unfortunately I already had an accent wall here, which you'll never see, but it was the perfect accent wall for the door. And I was like, I can't get rid of this because this accent wall at the door is too perfect. So then over here, this is traditional. I believe, but it took up a lot of space in the room, so it made it a bit difficult to decorate because I just had a bunch of dead space. But all these scrolls on the wall, none of this is traditional as far as I could tell, but obviously I don't know for a fact. So, the tea set and everything, I just did my best to make it look nice. And I'm happy with how it turned out. I think it might be my weakest room personally, I find it one of my weakest rooms, just because I struggled so much to make it. Because like this, I forget the name of it, but there's like alcove here that I'm standing in front of, just left a big gap like in the room behind that you can see with the camera. So I just kind of threw stuff there so that the room was like, just looked a bit fuller. Like I liked this idea because it really made me struggle to try and finish it. So I enjoy it for that. And I do think it looks nice, but I'm like, oh, it just needs a bit more. And, you know, I'm kind of going to bury the lead here, but we're about to, this is the third room we did. This is the back room of the house. And I have to be honest, I think this is my favorite room in the house. As somebody makes their way here, Kula Boola. So yeah, feel free to join. I will be streaming for. Oh my god, the hour is up. Oh my god, the hour is nearly up. All right, I'm gonna keep streaming. I'm gonna finish out the tour. I have a New Year's Eve party to get to, and I'm doing this before leaving for the New Year's Eve party. I was like, I need to make sure I get my video out today. Which is very, very funny. Oh, look, I'll be forgiven. They'll understand. Wondering why I can't see anything? Misfit managed. I do not know what's happening. I am streaming to YouTube and Twitch and TikTok and Twitch at the same time, and for some reason the Twitch video is not working, and I don't know why. And I've tried killing the stream and restarting it, and it's just not worked. So if you want to watch on YouTube, sorry. But I don't understand what's going wrong. But yeah, we're going to go into the back room here, which, because of the way I kept calling it the back room, back rooms was like a big vote, especially because it was near Halloween when we did this room too. So the back room of the house, was a fish and chip shop. That's what was voted as the theme for this room, and I have to say, I think it is absolutely my favorite room in the house. I was like a wordsmith or a painter. You know, just the ink flowed. The ideas and the design just oozed out of me in such an easy manner. This was like, it was just such a joy. And it was like, you know, sometimes you struggle designing stuff in Animal Crossing because you can't find the right items to make it look the way you want it to look. But Animal Crossing had everything I needed, and it just came together perfectly to be just your bog standard. Like, I know this is a dart machine, but you know, you go into a chipper, there's always a gambling machine. I know it's a dart machine, but the colors match it perfectly. You have a little notice board here. The tiles are perfect. The fan, everything about it. It's just, I was just like, oh my god, this is, you might, you know, maybe other people look at it differently, but I'm like, this is my favorite room. It was such a joy to make this room. It just all worked perfectly. Like, look at this. Look at this. You come in, there's the little cash register, the bag of the takeaway ready to go. You have the fish and chips. Like, oh, everything about this room, I was just like, wow, this was the best room to make. This is my favorite room in the... I needs a little fish tank. I was thinking about that, but they were taking up too much space. And I was like, you know what? The fishes all over the walls is like good enough for me. You know, the little schools of fish. And then obviously you have Billy Bass, Bassmouth, or whatever he's called. You know, the talking, singing fish. I'm struggling to put into words how much I love this room and how much it turned out. It's so great. I really love the chip shop. It is, just a wonder. I'm so happy with it. And then this room caused a little bit of controversy. And I'm going to call it controversy, but this was a TikTok only comment. Only people on TikTok were saying chip shop, and no one on YouTube was saying it. And people on YouTube were like, hey, nobody said fish and chip shop. And I was like, yeah, but there's another platform this is posted on. Like, I don't know, people rightfully felt like I cheated them, but it was like, no, I'm not cheating anybody, I swear. So this room is upstairs, and it was voted to be a joyride room. So I had the idea of I can't do that because there's people here. I had the idea of making the joyride room a bit of a secret gathering area for joyrides. I envisioned joyrides as a bit of an Illuminati-esque society. So they have this secret room where they get up to devious machinations. All right, they are a devious group. So we'll go into first person here, because I also designed this where there's like actually no space for us to walk around. So we got this guy, he's trying to lift some big weights, and he's getting encouraged by his coach here to lift the weights. Over here, you can see a bunch of them scheming in the hot tub together. Just, I don't know, hard day, secretly controlling the world's finances and crop growth and, just typical Illuminati stuff. They're just soaking in the tub afterwards. Over here, we've got some kind of demon summoning happening, is what I envisioned it as. They are calling forth some eldritch being that should not be in this domain. And then over here, we have a lovely security guard. He's watching telly. He's got his sword here ready to take anybody out if he needs to. Because back here, where he's guarding, there is a secret and highly illegal, but a lot of money is going into this game of poker going on with their, I don't know. That's their dealer. Don't worry about him. You know, there's an illegal game of poker going on here where they are doing some big stake gambling. So this is the joyride room that we designed. I don't think anybody expected joyride room to turn out this way. Joyride room, I will say, when I got the theme joyride room, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be the hardest room to make. And then I just had an epiphany. I can't remember what gave me the idea of like Illuminati joyrides. It must have been something I watched on telly that it made me put two and two together, and I was like, oh my god, this is the idea. And then this whole room came together really nicely. This room, I will say, was the hardest to decorate with all like the partitions and stuff that we have here. Like all these walls separating everything. It was a nightmare to put this all together. But I think it turned out really, really well. I'm really happy with the joyride room. Now we're going to go into the basement. And the basement, again, this is another idea that was... obviously, all these ideas were voted for by people that were watching the videos. They left them in the comments, and then the ones with the most likes were the ones that we decorated. So here is a basement. Here's my basement, and that's all it is. It's just a normal basement. That was the vote. Just a fun gaming basement. So I have my Gundam model kits, pinball machine. I have my gaming PC here. I sit down and play my games, and this is absolutely not a secret hole in the wall to reveal a serial killer's basement. That is absolutely not what this is, and you can't say otherwise. So, here we have... I hope I don't get in trouble for this. Here we have, the disposal area. I'm very clean, so we have a nice mop and bucket here. The bin bags need to be taken out. Don't worry what's in it. Some medical supplies, a hand basin. Again, I'm very clean. I like to clean up after myself. Sometimes you just need a break, so there's a couch. Sometimes you have to carry heavy, immobile things, so a wheelchair helps. Don't worry about it too much. And then, as we continue in our not serial killer basement, we have the lovely bedroom. Can we get a first person view again? Because that's really handy in these builds. We have this lovely bed, medical bed. There's a heater. I'm not a monster. People need to stay warm. There's an IV drip again. Not a monster. People like. There's a toilet. I got a comment being like, I wouldn't have even given them a toilet. I would have left them a bucket. You didn't think about the smell. I thought this true. I thought of leaving a bucket here. But if you leave a bucket, you're going to have to come and clean out that bucket every day. And if you don't, you have to deal with the smell. And that's more psychological damage on me than anybody else. So really, putting in the toilet is for me, not for the Vic guest, the guest of the B&B. That's, So so here is the serial killer room. I'm really happy with how this room turned out. I really like the fake room in front to make it seem like just a normal tiny gamer basement. I'm very happy with how it turned out, and all the blood splotches that people have posted online that you can use. Really, really cool. And then here we have the final room, which is the middle room. Now, this was controversial is too strong a word. There was divided opinions in the comments about this because it is meant to be a fairy forest or a fae forest, and I cannot stand in the middle of it. So, and like a lot of people were like, no, you need to add more pink and sparkles and make it look nice and like fairies and stuff. And I understand where people are coming from on this, but my background being Irish and the mythologies I know, and you know, kind of being surrounded by European mythologies, fae and fairies are very dark and gloomy. You don't mess with them. They're not outright evil, but they're never good, you know, like for the most part. So it's less like pink happy. It's more green, mossy, unease, you know? So I get where people are coming from and why they wanted more pink and stuff. But like the first thing I did when I got Fae Forest, I put down here a fairy ring. Irish mythology, you don't fuck with fairies. You don't step in a fairy ring. There are multiple different stories about how fairy rings work and how you don't mess with fairies in Irish mythology. You enter a fairy ring and it's bad news. There's a bunch of different like stories of how it works where they'll steal your soul if you enter a fairy ring, if you disturb it, or you'll be made dance until you are like physically incapable of dancing, which is dead. There was even, they were building a motorway or a highway in Ireland a few years ago. I think it was like 20 years ago at this point. So a motorway or a highway, depending on where you're from. And there was a fairy ring in the way, and they stopped construction of the motorway, of the highway, because of the fairy ring. That's how much fairy rings are ingrained into the Irish people, that you don't mess with them. That they stop. Also, they stopped and then they destroyed the fairy ring and they built the motorway over it. And then everybody that was involved in destroying the fairy ring mysteriously died within the year or two after they destroyed the fairy ring. So look, I made a fake fairy ring in a game and I instantly terrified myself. And I refused to walk through the middle of my own house because it's so deeply ingrained in me. You don't mess with fairy rings. So it's real. Even though I made it virtually, I'm still like, no, I don't walk in the middle of my room. So that's just kind of to explain where my mindset is when I think fae and forest. So I made it like mossy and I made it like glowy as much as I could, but I didn't want to make it like sparkly and pink because I wanted to make it nice. So you know, it is. I tried to add like little sparkles in the forest area, and it's like, you know, it's nice, it's overgrown. You know, there are like butterflies and everything, so it's not like it's not an evil place, but it's just, you know, you leave the fae alone and they leave you alone. That's kind of it. So it's a nice little foresty area. And then, you know, we had a gnome. He's just a helpful gnome. He's trying to guide you. You know, you go over to him, you talk to him, and he's like, look, you might not know the rules around here, but, you know, don't do this, don't do that, and you'll be grand. And that's kind of his job. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. I understand why people wanted like more pink, more colors, more bright, more sparkly. But that's just not how I understand fae. And it was really hard to try and explain that in comments and also in a minute-long video. So hopefully that explains it a bit better here, and you have a better understanding. And that's every room in the house. That's all the rooms. So I'm really happy with like all of them. And I think all the comments were really good. It was really fun trying to make the themes like from everybody's comments. That was loads and loads of fun. Woo. But yeah, that's it. That's the island. That's a year of Animal Crossing. 1 hour a day. I know I've gone over today, but that's fine. It's the final day. We can bend the rules a little on the last day. But yeah, that was it. That was Oh wait, there's somebody on the island. I wonder if I can find them. So I can give a little wave. and then we're gonna have to wrap up because I have a New Year's Eve party I need to get to, and oh, somebody left an automatic. That's nice. Oh, and a great statue. Can I place that, or is it gonna give out to me? Can't do that when there's company over. That's unfortunate. You know what? I should have gone live earlier. I should have given myself more time to go live. Unfortunately for me, I made a silly mistake thinking I could just stream for an hour. So yes, that is the island. I hope you enjoyed the little island tour and like my explanation of everything towards the end of the year. And if you've been watching for a day or a minute or however, you know, from day one, or you just found the stream now, like, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the year. We will be taking a short break until 3.0 comes out. So that's what's going to happen there. And then we'll do all the new content in 3.0. And then that will probably be the end of the series once I feel like I've done everything in 3.0. And for next year, I'm not sure if I'm going to take a day or two break. I haven't figured it out yet. But my plan for my series next year is to do 1 day of Stardew Valley for a year. So there is 100 days in a Stardew Valley year. And it takes 3 years to beat Stardew Valley and to get the true ending. So I thought it might be cool to kind of continue this idea of doing one blank a day for a year. So I think I'm going to do Stardew Valley next. of playing one Stardew Valley day a day for a year and see how it goes. So that's the idea for the thing next year. I'm not sure if it's going to come out tomorrow because I haven't recorded it yet, because I record the day. I only record like, you know, once a day. So I might maybe, you know, take like a day or two break because it's been a year of constant videos. But that's the idea for next year, is Stardew Valley. And I've played no Stardew Valley. I played with my friend in multiplayer once, and he knew everything he was doing. It was my first time playing, and I didn't know anything. So all I ever did was like hoe the grass, and he did everything else. So I have genuinely no knowledge of how how to do stuff in Stardew. So it's gonna be an experience. I'm gonna mess stuff up. It's gonna be great. Oh, before I go, the last thing we need to do, hopefully it will let me do it now. Actually, I'm gonna redeem these Nook Miles really quick as well. Oh, 5x Nook Miles. We're talking to 3 people today. Fantastic. Is passport. Can I do my passport photo? No, I cannot do my passport photo right now. That is unfortunate. Oh well. What's this? Chat log? Oh yes. But yeah, that's it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Everything was great. Can I? Alright. I'll see you next year. And apologies to the person who's on the island now, but I need to go because I have a New Year's Eve party I need to get to, which I basically should already be driving to, but now I need to edit the video, upload it, and then go to the party. Oh, and I thought I was being so slick by streaming. I'm so silly. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed this little celebratory stream at the end of the year. And, you know, go out, enjoy your own New Year's. Have fun. And I will